Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Bethanne. Occasionally on Saturdays, I started out my channel doing an occasional video about kids books because I have a 3-year-old and I have lots of opinions about kids books. It's been a little while since I did one, but since there's still time before Christmas to potentially order a Christmas gift, so I thought I would just show 2 of my favorite kids books that we have, just as a gift suggestion if anybody has a kid, I would say, in the preschool to first grade sort of time frame in your family or in your circle of friends that you still need a gift for. So the 2 books that I wanted to talk about today, I guess I'll go through them one by one. So the first is called A Beetle is Shy by Diana Hutz Aston and illustrated by Sylvia Long. And this pair of people have actually done a few books. This is the only one we have, A Beetle is Shy. And you can just tell from the cover probably what my selling point for this book is, that is just absolutely phenomenally gorgeous. So it actually goes through some of the actual biology of beetles, so about where they lay their eggs, their life cycle, how they go from an egg to a larva to a pupa, to an adult stage, and then some of the things that they do. So some beetles are poisonous, some beetles are eaten as food by human beings in many cultures, and each of the pages is just absolutely gorgeous. This is one of my favorite pages, and this page says a beetle is kaleidoscopic. So the point of this page, of course, is to showcase the beauty of beetles. Here on this page we have a beetle is colossal, so talking about the largest beetle in the world, and a beetle is microscopic, talking about the smallest beetle in the world. So just beautifully illustrated, accurate science book. My 3-year-old does really like this book. It's not one that we pull out every day, but she requests it very regularly. She's been requesting it, I would say, since she was about 2. So if that gives you some idea for kind of the bottom younger range of who might be interested in this book. But just gorgeous book, highly recommend. And then the other book I wanted to talk about just briefly is called The Lion and the Bird. And this is a French book. It's by Marianne Debouc. I don't know French. I say French book. It's actually in English. I guess it's been translated. I think it was originally in French. And this is an incredibly simple book. There's very little text, so it's very imaginative. And it's the story of Lion, who's just going about his regular life. He tends a garden, he lives in a little hut, and one fall, there's a little bird who is injured and lands in Lion's yard during migration. And Lion heals the bird's wing, and the bird stays with Lion over the winter, eating dinner, reading books, brushing teeth, sleeping in Lion's slippers. And so they go through the cold, dark winter together. And then when spring comes, the bird sees its fellow birds flying back north and takes off to go rejoin its bird friends. And so then we see just some snippets of Lion's summer. Again, gardening is a big theme, so gardening. And then in the fall, Lion starts to wistfully look at the sky and wonder if his friend will come back. And I know it's a kid's book. Does it count? You count as a spoiler. But the bird comes back to spend the winter with Lion again instead of traveling south with the other birds. So it's completely heartwarming, and you can see the illustrations are just simple and beautiful. I like that it doesn't have much text, so we kind of tell the story together as we go through. There's the little bird staying warm in Lion's hat. So this is quite a heartwarming story that is also one of my daughter's favorites, again, now that she's 3. So I think both of these books are ones that we'll enjoy for several years now, and that are they're obviously not baby books. They're not board books, so they're definitely for more of an older toddler, preschooler, maybe into early elementary sort of age range. So yeah, again, just to show them off, because I think these have gorgeous colors. Yeah, if anybody needs a gift, I hope maybe this helped out if you're doing Christmas shopping. I know there's tons of good kids book options out there, but sometimes it's fun just to know, what other parents are really liking at the moment. So If you like this video, I don't do a ton of content geared towards kids. It's mostly about what I'm reading as a 32-year-old woman, but I do try to occasionally do posts about books for kids. Sometimes I complain about them. Sometimes, like today, I recommend some that I love. So yeah, if you like what I'm doing, please leave a comment, subscribe to my videos, and if you've encountered either of these books or other similar ones that you think that I might like, my daughter might like, based on the fact that we like these two, we're definitely open to recommendations. All right, I hope everybody has a good weekend. See you in the next video. Bye.